you know what, you're a humble man of God. And he considered that like his greatest compliment. And he started calling me Preacher Ray Ives, Preacher Ray Ives. And the other compliment, he said I was an everyman. And he basically said, he's like, okay, you should write a book. Biggest thing is getting permission. You can give yourself permission. And I always feel you have permission to fulfill your greatest life. You don't have to ask. You don't have to ask your social group, your family. You have permission. When you were born, God gave you permission. And he reminded me of that. He gave me permission. I heard the words, permission given, an affirmation, permission to gravitate towards dreams, ideas, visions, permission given to explore unfamiliar territory, unfamiliar endeavors. That was it. It was like I finally had permission. And through this process, it literally went through a lot of things and it landed on becoming an author. All right. And so I was going to give this a shot. Poetry, creative writing, prayer writing. It was all part of the process to leave my comfort zone. You take any one of those, I sit down, say I'm at a fantasy football draft with my friends, and it's like, hey guys, I'm going to start writing poetry or pick up basketball. Hey, I'm going to start creative writing. You don't get the warm and fuzzies. This was me leaving my comfort zone. I wanted to transcend my own insecurities. And it was basically like an instant epiphany. I was drawn to what else? The pen. I was drawn to the pen to tell stories and write. And I wanted to be an author, follow my heart unconditionally, without preconception, judgment, regret, reckless, fearless, aggressively, whatever that was, whatever I was feeling, I was going to put it on paper. So that's it. Part 7, The Pen of an Underdog. It was a journey. And this is why I was sharing like the corporate, the stories growing up, the underdog status is like, I was getting to a point where that path of discovery, I knew what I had to do. And mostly it was stop consuming bad food, stop consuming bad information, stop consuming. I read enough books. You read enough books. I've had enough experience, observations, situations, circumstances, as have you. So I decided, I was like, I don't have to read any more books at this time. I'm going to write a book. The music person. You don't have to listen to people's music. Start creating music. You want to start a movie, a play, be a screenwriter. Stop reading styles and really have your own style. And stop consuming. Start creating. Stop consuming other people's content and start creating. And whatever happens, happens. Ray Ives, The Pen of an Underdog. This is where it comes alive. This is where sacrifice, going public with my story, taking on that vulnerability, stop consuming, start creating. Thank you.